Hey guys, today we're playing Medal of Honor Frontline HD on the PlayStation 3. You could probably get this fairly cheaply at GameStop or online. This came with the Medal of Honor, I guess just Medal of Honor. I keep on thinking I'll have a subtitle. The first Medal of Honor that took place in the modern times. Because I was going to say the first Medal of Honor on PlayStation 3, but that would have been Airborne. So, this came with a limited edition of Medal of Honor on the PlayStation 3, which everyone is really limited, so I don't know of any that don't come with this, but I think I got, I guess, both games technically for like $12, so it's pretty cheap. There's some differences from the PlayStation 2 version. This is a better version, so we'll play it. You can check out what the differences are. I used to play the crap out of this when it was originally on the PlayStation 2, but judging from the way I play, like, you won't guess that. Sorry, I'm kind of spacey. Again, I've had a long day. I'm kind of tired. I've seen this a million times, this opening, and you can't skip it, which is one of the things I don't like, because I would really much like to skip this. I picked easy just because I don't want to die a whole bunch when I'm trying to record a video, because that wouldn't make it very interesting. As you can see, the water obviously looks better. I think some of the stuff that was ported from this game is actually from the original Xbox port, but I don't know. There's extra features like zooming in, like on the sights and stuff like that, that were never in the other Medal of Honors. Instead of putting this game on the disc, I would have really liked to finally get a console version of Medal of Honor Allied Assault, which is, in my opinion, the best Medal of Honor game. Although I haven't played it in a long time, so it might not hold up. I don't know. Still sounds good. If you have a good sound system, this is one of the games to have back in the PlayStation 2 games.
30 seconds. All right, listen up. The red box.
It sounds kind of fuzzy though by today's standards, but I think a lot of games did because the sound was compressed. Like if you play the old Grand Theft Auto games on the PlayStation 2, the audio sounds kind of atrocious and fuzzy when people talk.
You gotta take that beach. Clear the ramp.
So basically all you really need to do is run the people. I haven't played the HD version in a while, so I don't remember the controls offhand. This was the first Medal of Honor on PlayStation 2, or the first Medal of Honor in general, that made it mandatory to have to use dual analog sticks.
Over here! Get over here! We've got a hell of a mess here. That artillery strike scattered what's left of our squad all over the beach. 4 of our boys over there.
I don't like these controls, but here you can zoom in on the scopes.
Give you some cover fire.
Judging from the resolution of this M1 Grand or Garand, they didn't really have zooming scopes in mind. So basically you gotta go and save these people over here. Give them covering fire. Now that we have these excellent sights, it works out pretty good. You can't reload the M1 like you can in a lot of other games. In the early World War II games, none of them you could reload, or except the first Medal of Honor on PlayStation 1. That didn't even look like an M1 Garand. I don't even think you can run in this game. I really wish they would have at least kept the controls consistent with the Medal of Honor game that this came with. But, you know, whatever. It was a nice free edition. 3 or 4 soldiers saved. I'm absolutely clueless to where I have to go now. played this in so long. Yeah, shut up. Oh, where am I supposed to go? I used to know this game like the back of my hand.
Get out there and retrieve those Bangalores!
Bangalores, check.
Damn it! We gotta get the wire cleared! Patterson, you're up! Get over here! Private Jones has enough Bangalores to clear a hole in the wire, but he's pinned behind that Belgian gate down the line.
Yeah, I was already going there.
Jones, back to our position. We'll give you cover fire. Wait for my order. Covering fire!
I always thought the guys looked like they were made out of clay. That's after Saving Private Ryan. It was kind of mandatory for a while to have a D-Day level. And then when the original D-Day levels got old, then they started having espionage levels that took behind the bunkers, which they still do today somewhat on some World War II shooters. But yeah, for a while, every World War II game had a Normandy. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to cover fire for you. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I can't remember. Come on, go. I do think this game has a really good soundtrack, better than the Medal of Honor Allied Assault soundtrack. The only thing that this game actually has over that game. Are you supposed to... I'm just gonna get out of here. You gonna come, or are you just gonna stay there like a fool? I'm way too. Come on. I was shooting at the wrong guy. Figures. Yeah, I'll try to. Sand looks really good from far away, but up close it looks like a Nintendo 64 blurs. Actually has a layer of normal mapping, which wasn't in the original. It's very subtle though. That's what makes me think it might have been part of the original Xbox port. Because everybody kind of has this low resolution glaze to them, which wasn't on the PlayStation, but I know they improved the graphics somewhat on the Xbox port, but I can't remember how much. But the Xbox port did not have the zooming in of the iron sight, so great. So I know this isn't a direct port. I can't get my thoughts together. Well, that iron sight comes away in handy, especially if you have loose analog sticks. Control's kind of funky on this, I'm not gonna lie to you. Cannot zoom in with this though. The bullets are gigantic in this game. They almost look like Nerf guns. Oh, I'm supposed to blow up these things. Good thing I remember. I would have been in trouble. Well, more so than usual. Where did you fellas come from? Is that it? I can't remember shit. 28 has not been a kind year. All soldiers eliminated, so that's good. I'm playing on a smaller monitor and actually recording off of my Hopodge PVR or whatever. So the top screen on the smaller monitor is cropped off a little bit because it's somewhat of a different shape than, I guess, a normal TV. So now on to level 2. The load times seem a little bit better. It's already saving, so why do I need to save? Continue. So now we get into the breach. The D-Day level on Allied Assault was significantly longer. I keep on forgetting I'm not playing a modern shooter, so I keep on forgetting that you can hold more than 2 weapons. What is the reload button on this? Oh, L2. What a weird thing. They didn't really think out the control scheme of this. Seriously, they should have just copied the control scheme of the Medal of Honor it came with. And it says Danger Close on it, which is the same company that made the other version of the game, so honestly don't know what the deal is. Unless they just didn't advertise clearly what the other version would be like. You can see there's an absence of blood in this game. A lot of companies were really sensitive about whether they should add blood in these historical based games because they didn't know if it would offend a bunch of people. Eventually they did put in blood. The bullets didn't kill him, maybe that steam would have. This level's kind of generic. I thought it was amazing at the time though, but I mean, if you play the first Medal of Honor and Medal of Honor Underground on the PlayStation 1, like anything would look amazing if it was an upgrade from that. Although at the time, I did think those games are fantastic. I don't know what I did with my original Medal of Honor. I think it's somewhere. I know I still have Underground laying down somewhere around here. I've been somewhat nomadic the last 2 years, so some of my stuff's scattered all over the place. I put PlayStation games as a suggestion for games to suggest, but I'm thinking about taking it off just because it's hard to find stuff. I don't know. I've only had like one request and it's been from somebody I knew, so I don't even know if it would even matter. I'm starting to put the information at the end of the video, so maybe people just never notice. Oh, I gotta blow up everything? We throw grenades with this. Yeah. I'm probably going the wrong way. Oh, how disorienting. This is kind of the bridge between like old first-person shooter and modern ones we have today. It's kind of the middle ground. It has some of the issues with older first-person shooters have, and then it has some of the newer stuff to be expected. Although this one's actually kind of slightly updated, so I don't know. Call of Duty is the first game that I ever remember playing, the original Call of Duty, where you could look down the sights, and I thought it was fantastic. And I guess a lot of other people did too, because sorry, I'm not used to these controls that keep on pushing the wrong button. But anyway, as I was saying, looking down the sights is like every game now. So there's this layer of normal mapping, but it's really hard to tell unless you're far away, because the textures are kind of PlayStation 2. The guys in camo always are a little bit harder than the other guys. You want to watch out for them. This is where you get stealthy. So, I think this ran on the same engine as like the first 007 game that came out on PlayStation 2, and EA still has a license. I can't even remember what that game was called. I'm shooting at the table thinking it's like Call of Duty, like the bullets are gonna go through. I think that first game was called Agent Under Fire, if I'm not mistaken. I really need to switch to the Tommy gun, though I don't have that many bullets for it. I wish I could just take his MP40. But it doesn't look like it's an option. So I'll stick to the M1. That was pretty easy considering I had to shoot the other radio 15 times for it to actually break. What's it? I'm supposed to do something in the bunker. Both gun decks not clear. Where's the entrance? Oh, action. Yeah, the screen's cropped. I can't see it. I can't hear because of the, I guess, as loud as everything is. These cool little blimps in the background. This game looks so much better in my head when I played this. Like, if I just thought back to this game through memory, it looked a lot better, but I don't know. This is the updated version too. I don't think this is like the Xbox's graphics though, because I remember the Xbox looked a little bit sharper, but how to get out of here?
Excellent work, Patterson. This mission was tough, but you've proven yourself to be.
But the Xbox version looked a little bit sharper. I never played the GameCube port, but I think both of them look sharper than the PlayStation 2 version. But this one looks like they obviously tried to upgrade it. I just don't think they really upgraded the textures too much, besides adding like a normal mapping filter. Oh, gold. You don't see that often. That's probably because I had the sights and actually can aim towards the head. There might be something beside gold. That music, if you can believe it, it's like a boy that's that high pitch. I bet he can't do that anymore without sounding really awkward, because his voice probably got super deep. We'll play one more mission and then call it a day. Next page. The artwork for the in-between levels are pretty impressive. Here's a random cigar box. You're originally supposed to play as this game as a Marine and not Jimmy Patterson, but I think that ended up being the basis for Medal of Honor Allied Assault. I ran on the Quake 3 Arena engine, which the levels are a lot bigger and difficult. I don't know if I could have beaten that with the experience I had with dual analog stick controls. What am I wasting my time for? I'm shooting the wrong guys. Thank gosh my colorblind ass wasn't in the military. I'd be in trouble. All the friendly fire, accidental friendly fire. I'll take that. It's weird to get health packs when you're used to just hiding in the corner and recharging for a while. It's a nice looking game, but it's a lot more linear than Medal of Honor Allied Assault. There's always a part of me that was hoping they'd port that over to consoles. They never did. I think it was possible. They did it with Wolfenstein, and that ran on the same engine. And the levels were just as big. They could have made a decent sized game. Or it'd be nice if they released it on like Xbox Live Arcade or PlayStation Network. I know that they're fully capable. Yeah, this game feels more like an arcade shooting gallery than Allied Assault. I wish I could show you guys Allied Assault, but last time I tried to install it, I don't think my computer's compatible with it anymore with Windows 7. Although I might have messed up the resolution when I first installed it, and then it permanently made it not work. I don't know the specifics. I never tried to reload it after that. Really don't want to get hit with that tank. Wow. That was like the most casual shooting experience either. One thing I do like about the Medal of Honor series and the GoldenEye games I never saw before until those games where the enemies actually detected like where you actually shot them, so it felt more realistic instead of doing the same animation over and over again. It's kind of like if you play Doom or Duke Nukem, and even some games today they don't react to the areas you shoot them in, which is pretty lame. I think I'm shooting the wrong guys here. I can't see shit. I don't think these guns overheat in this game, as you may see. In real life, when the barrel overheated, I believe with the German machine guns, it could just change the barrel. You couldn't with the Americans. They never incorporated that in the games though. At least the ones that I've seen. Alright. So far I'm following everything I'm supposed to be doing. I hate when you get close to the end of the level and then you haven't completed anything and you gotta backtrack. Guy. Come on. I'm just beat you with my rifle. The M1 Garand I have looks like a toy. It doesn't look like a realistic one. Again, the one in Allied Assault looked better, although it was kind of chunky. This must be water from the Holy Grail or something. Does it recharge my life? Apparently Indiana Jones is able to smuggle the Grail across the seal after all, because apparently the water has healing capabilities. I think the fuel depot's further down. It's one of my objectives to blow them up. There's no way to save this guy. I've tried. Well, he's dead and he didn't even shoot the gun, at least that I saw. My tank looks a little bit blocky. I guess they figured if they hit it in the corner, nobody noticed. Where's the... You guys aren't in the damn way. I could actually use it. How did he light that without a lighter? He held the gun in his hand the whole time. So you blow a hole in here, I believe, and you have a little exit, which is nice. Those are some pretty angular trees. Here, I think you have one or two options. But man in the machine gun, in my opinion, is probably the best option. If this was a realistic game, they would basically be in pieces. I complete everything. Those are basically the last two objectives are 2 and 1, so whatever. Yeah, it has some normal mapping on it. Wasn't in the earlier ports. Although those textures kind of look like they're straight out of Doom. I don't know what they were doing with that. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. It was a free game and a nice addition and a somewhat major improvement over the original. Cargo will be loaded. Oh, I had a bronze. That's somewhat of a downgrade from gold. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye.